There's something about guys and cars, something that's very difficult to explain or even understand. There's no denying the bond between man and his favorite machine, a bond inspired by technology, enforced by popular culture, and best celebrated in speed. As a filmmaker and a lover of cars, I'm fascinated by this world, and I would like to know more about it. My name is Mungai, and this is Built. For most people, a car is nothing more than a means of transportation, something to take you from one place to the next. And for most, the simpler a car is, the better. But not everybody feels that way. For some, simple is boring, and it's not enough to just buy a car and drive it on the road. If anything, that's just the beginning. Just like in very many cities around the world, you'll find young men, young women who like to buy cars and build them into proper street racers. Every once in a while, they'll gather together and they will compete against each other. This is one such event, the very first legal Tarmac Motorsports event in Kenya, organized by members of Club TT Motorsports with help from the police and volunteers. They call it Kiambu Ring. We are currently in a town called Kiambu. As you can see, this place has got acres of green tea plantations. Another reason why we're here is because Kiambu has some of the loveliest stretches of road that we have in this country. They've blocked off about say 3 to 5 kilometers of road. So you line up your car at the starting line. There's someone with a timer. So you drive down, come back. They'll do that a couple of times. At the end of the day, we'll find out who has the fastest car, who has the best tuned car. Why Kiambu Ring? Why the name?
I think the best way to answer is just look at the scenery first, number one. Number two, the road. The bends are lovely, the road condition, and it tests your suspension either way. So I think this is the closest you can say we have a tarmac circuit in Kenya.
Go. Cool. So right now I'm just checking out the road, trying to get a feel of what it's like, and it's a really twisty road. It's also very beautiful. I mean, it's very smooth, it's very flat, and you can understand why this road has the appeal that it has. My car, good old Penelope, is really struggling to keep up with a Mercedes-Benz that's right in front of us. My friend is in that car, he's showing me the road, and yeah, we're pretty much just checking out Kiambu Ring. It's 11:08. These are all the cars that are going to be running, as they like to call it. They are assembling right behind the starting line. I'm guessing in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, we are going to see cars flagging off. I'm not sure why this guy is smoking.
What's water?
But does it affect your handling? Okay. And after a few final checks, it was time to start.
Get off the truck, we release the car. Get off the truck, we release the car.
We are currently on the opposite end of our racetrack. Right now the marshals are clearing the roads, trying to make sure that all the spectators, all the cars that are not part of the competition are off the roads. As they do that, we are going to talk to some of these drivers, some of these tuners, try to understand why they do what they do. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why are you here today? Why are you here competing with all these other owners and drivers?
Basically, it's for fun. There's no championship, there's no medals, there's nothing. I mean, rally is good, but rallying.
Not everybody can rally.
Yeah, not everybody can rally. It's expensive. And this one, you can come with your car, have fun, compete in a session, and go back, pass by the supermarket and go home.
Yeah. What have you done to your car to get it to this level?
I got this car in 2007, and At that time I was in between decisions whether to buy a turbo car or build a turbo car. So I said, what's the point of buying a turbo car? Let me just build one myself. So I had an engine somewhere. I put in the engine because I like asking questions, but the answers I was getting weren't really helping. So I ended up blowing another engine. Then after a couple of while, getting the wrong advice, doing everything, I blew up another engine. Then I ended up blowing another engine. So this is my 5th engine.
Wow.
So it's pretty safe. I like the event. Hope we have 5 in a year.
My car is a classic Mercedes-Benz W24 model.
Yeah.
E-Class E220. I bought it up 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been tuning it up slowly, replacing most of the old and worn-out parts, to make it at least perform as close to factory as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why the ring? Why are you here?
Opening up the culture of racing to the fans and the drivers alike who guys who are these cars.
Yeah.
And also to reduce all these incidents we hear of guys tend to illegally racing.
Yeah.
But the end of it all is just to have fun.
Just to enjoy ourselves.
Enjoy your car on an open road without traffic.
Okay. And because the drivers were having so much fun, bikers decided to join. But like all good things, even this had to come to an end.
Struggle continues.
I think the organizers were only given up until 4 to close the roads. Now they're going to have to open up and let normal users use the road. Some of the spectators and drivers will proceed to the after party, but others I guess are going home. That was Kiamburing. Kiamburing definitely left me with more questions than answers. All those guys, all those cars, driving, racing, competing all day long. And for what? It's not as if there was any major prize money. So why do they do it? I need to know more. And a day in Kiambu was not sufficient. If I'm to understand the passion behind Tarmac Motorsports, then I must dig deeper. Perhaps the only way to fully understand this world is by joining it. And maybe the only way to do that is by tuning a car and taking part in some of these events myself.